We have Mr. Raja Gopalan, Shekhar Iyer, Mr. Balan joining the broadcast this morning. Good morning to all of you. Mr. Raja Gopalan, what do you make of the contest?
It is going to be a very tight contest, Pranav, as Pranesh. Plus, before we start, Ma Kamakya, Bhagavan Sabarimala, Tirupati Balaji ka smaran karte hue, I want to thank Pranesh and Pratibha, saying that today Prime Minister has given an article in almost all the daily newspapers about women's empowerment. Why should he take this time? Tell me. Because Kerala is going to, and he also said that there are Bihu festival, Pongal, every state has got out of April 14th and 15th. And second thing, Baba Ambedkar's birthday, also Pune Madam's birthday. These are all indications why Prime Minister is going to focus on women folk. Today is going to be a tough fight. Before we begin the discussion, each voter from these reasons should go and cast their vote.
No, 1 minute. Mr. Raja Gopalan, we will, okay, have you cast your vote? Are you showing your finger?
Everyone should do it.
Okay.
I have no vote in Kerala. I have no vote in Assam.
Okay, now let me ask you, in Kerala, sir, between LDF and UDF, does the BJP have a chance, an outside chance?
In Assam, yes.
No, in Kerala, sir, in Kerala.
In Kerala, there's going to be a good fight. They aim at 2031, 2036.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. 20 to 36, that's a big number. And there have been charges that have been traded as well, including the Congress party going on to say the left is aiding the BJP by fielding weak candidates. This was, of course, a charge that was also made by VD Satheesan. So let's go across to our colleague Imran, who's also joining us from Kochi. It's a turf of the opposition leader in Kerala, and the Congress party is also faced with some internal tussle also, it looked like. But what are we seeing on the ground, Imran? Have voters started coming out in big numbers?
Well, yes, absolutely. They have started out coming in big numbers here. And as Pranesh was talking about it, whether this election will change the political DNA of Kerala, how it votes, whether the government will be able to beat anti-incumbency and retain the power, we have to wait and see. And whether the Congress will be able to cash in on the anti-incumbency. It has made very serious charges this time. The government not just failed in as part of governance issues, but has also said that they are in cahoots with the BJP in this election, and the BJP is supporting LDF government, is what the government Congress has alleged. We have to wait and see which way it goes. We are in central Kerala, where also a section of the Christian community is very dominant in this central Kerala, and they have gone to the new party which is coming. And how much will it be? BJP has been trying to make inroads in the Christian community. How much of it will affect the UDF vote basis? We have to wait and see. This VD Satheesan has just come out after casting his vote. In fact, earlier in the day, before he started his election campaign, he spoke to Times Now and said that they are confident and they have seen many signs of change in Kerala. We have seen that the governance issue, Sabarimala issue, the ruling government has turned Kerala into a pension house. These are the words of VD Satheesan. He said earlier before he came here to cast his vote, said that the government here turned Kerala into a pension house. Jobs have not been addressed, and there has been rampant corruption in the state, and because of which he's seeing the signs of change, and they will come back to power in the state, is what VD Satheesan had told Times Now.
Okay, all right. And there was a very interesting comment that was made by VD Satheesan as well, who said that the Congress is the real left. So was that an indication that Congress is the only alternative? That's interesting. Also, another interesting aspect, Pranesh, that we saw everywhere around Kerala is the moment you enter Kerala, and then anywhere you go, any district, everywhere you could see posters of the Chief Minister, LDF. So it became a very presidential kind of a campaign where it was only the Chief Minister's pictures everywhere.
And, you have to give it to Pinarayi Vijayan, 2 terms and he's trying for a third now. What, he's touching 90, 89, if I'm not wrong, with his age. So and also we must not lose of the fact that Kerala is the only left bastion left. Bengal has gone, Tripura has slipped. So if Kerala goes, then they are staring at an existential crisis. Anamika, we'll discuss Assam in just a bit. That's the tweet by the Prime Minister urging voters to go out there in large numbers and exercise their right to franchise. But Mr. Balan, what are you up to with your India Alliance partner, Congress Party? Rahul Gandhi says Mr. Vijayan is an agent of Prime Minister Modi. Mr. Vijayan says Congress is not secular.
See, just now I heard the anticipation of the voters who are standing in the queue to vote. They want a welfare Kerala, they want jobs. Both the Prime Minister and the opposition leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, they don't address. Instead of they try to mudslinging against Mr. Modi and Modi against Rahul Gandhi. And their talks are not addressing the aspiration of the people of Kerala. See, what Kerala today, the progressive state, developed state, comparing to any other state in India, it is because of the left, the track record of Pinarayi Vijayan or the left governance for the last 10 years, the track record is good. Kerala is the only state which continue with...
No, that I understand, sir. I understand the bit about track record, and obviously the left will have things to, say that we've got 10 years and these are the things we've done. I'm asking you about the optics. You are part of the India Alliance. There is Congress in India Alliance. How are you calling each other names?
See, Rahul Gandhi should have been a statesman. As far as his talks in Kerala indicates, is the statesmanship. It is below average. He should have spoken in the interest of the nation, interest of the country. But
Balan, if you think Rahul Gandhi does not speak in the interest of the nation and, for the alliance partners, you should snap ties with the Congress party. Mr. Iyer, how should this be seen?
Well, this election in Kerala particularly is not about, which way the minorities are going to vote. That is why this accusation that, somebody is B team, somebody is A team. See, for long, LDF has managed 10 years because of support of the minorities. This is the first election where the CPM leadership fears that minorities could be shifting their vote in total to UDF. So that is why you are seeing this accusation just to prevent that they move away. They don't move away. See, what has happened is this election is also about, as you said in the beginning, this is the last bastion of the left. And if Pinarayi, who is 81 years old, if he were to win this election, he will create history by itself. He'll be the first Marxist Chief Minister who would have done the third term or would start a third term. And at the same time, if they lose this election, the left have lost power all over India. So given this kind of thing, now Pinarayi's last 10 years, one can say has not been a bad year, a bad period, because in terms of welfareism, in terms of Shebanam, as they call it, it has been they have reached I would say they have hit a plateau in terms of welfare schemes. But at the same time, there are questions about last mile delivery. And also, in terms of infrastructure development, you have to give credit to Pinarayi because he has, perfected a model which takes care of welfareism as well as But the problem is, Pinarayi's problems are within the CPM. A lot of Marxist leaders are very unhappy with his style of functioning, the way his leadership it has not been a kind of what one would call the communist style. Rather, it is more of a CEO kind of operation where he is a towering thing. Just now, Pratibha mentioned that his poster is all over Kerala. Whether you travel from Trivandrum to Kasargod, everywhere you can see his picture. So this election has become such that it is the first time you are seeing so much of personality as an issue. On the other hand, UDF doesn't have a face.
No, but maybe the problem of UDF, Mr. Shekhar Iyer, is also the opposite. The problem of plenty that people don't really know who they're voting for. Mr. Rajagopalan, is this again for the Congress party snatching defeat from the jaws of victory? Because there is anti-incumbency. We've seen the government's change in Kerala time and again. But as Mr. Shekhar Iyer was also pointing out, for the left, if there is a problem of a presidential style campaign, for the Congress party, the question still came in. The leaders were still not sure. What is their position within the party? Who is the chief ministerial face?
Kerala Congress is facing internal crisis. Though the people, the voters of Kerala want to change from Pinarayi Vijayan to new one Congress hands. But Congress is internally divided. That is what I could, because Mr. Ramesh Chanitala is a very dear friend of mine. He has to be projected. He has been in the assembly. But suddenly Rahul Gandhi wants K.C. Venugopal. Therefore, there is a conflict. Like Captain Amarinder Singh was removed at the last minute by Congress. Similarly, here, after the election, they are going to force Mr. K.C. Venugopal. That is going to create a problem. My understanding is, today, if the voting pattern is more than 75%, Pranesh, take it from me, CPM is returning to power.
Okay, now before we take a break, I have a question for four of you. Perhaps you are included. How big an issue is Sabarimala in Kerala? You go first, Pratibha.
So, Sabarimala, for a lot of devotees, it seemed like it was an issue, but for many, even in Pathanamthitta district, when we spoke to many of the people in the urban areas, it seemed like it wasn't much of an issue.
Mr. Iyer, has it become a poll issue?
See, Sabarimala, what has happened is the Pinarayi government itself has changed its stand. So therefore, I don't think it's a big issue, excepting the fact that the hearing has just started in the Supreme Court on, reviewing the Supreme Court decision to ban entry of women that was given a long back in 2018.
Okay.
So this is not a big issue, I would say. Because
Mr. Balan, what's behind the U-turn quickly?
See, Sabarimala issue is a issueless issue. It's a make-believe issue. People of Kerala are not based on Sabarimala issue. The voters who are standing on the queue, they want a welfare state and job, not Sabarimala issue.
Mr. Balan, you know how easily you've said that. Had it not been an issue, you would not have, done a U-turn in the affidavit that you've done. Obviously, you don't want to say that on national television. Mr. Rajagopalan?
Sabarimala is an Hindu issue through Sabarimala and gold smuggling. BJP wants to put the Hindutva plank in Kerala. They have been successful. In Kerala, Pranesh, 342 RSS BJP workers have been killed by PFI and SDPI and CPM. Therefore, Hindu issue is more interesting. Like
Okay, let's see how this plays out. We're taking a short break, viewers, but please don't go anywhere, because on the other side, we talk about Assam. Have people had enough of BJP, or they want more of Himanta? Also, war updates coming up on the other side. Stay with us.